where it's given that a rectangular block is given to you, okay, and the rectangular block is having areas of its adjacent faces into the ratio 2 is to 3 is to 4, right? So let us start with the beginning, okay. So a rectangular block, so let's say this is the rectangular block, one of the face, right? If this is one of the face, right, then the rectangular block is having three dimensions: L, B and H, right? L, B and H are the three dimensions of the rectangular block. So I have written over here L, B and H. L, B and H. These are the three dimensions of the rectangular block, right? It's also given that into this question, if the areas of the adjacent faces of rectangular block are in the ratio 2 is to 3 is to 4. So if this is one of the area, then we can say that this area will be covered by L into one side, right, and B into one side, right? If this area, if this area is having some height, okay, let's say this is H, right, then this will also be H, right, H, right, then another adjacent face will be formed when this will be joined, right? So this is having the area, this will looks like a rectangle, and the area of this will be B into H, isn't it? B into H is the second area, let's say A2, right? And the area of the first face, here it's L and B, so it will be equal to, let's say A1, it is equal to L into B, right? L into B. Now the third face will be formed. So the third face, this base, this breadth and this height is formed. Now this height, when it will be multiplied with this L will multiplied with this H, then this area will be formed, which will be equal to A3, the third face, which is equal to L into, say, H, right? So A1, A1, A2, A3, these are the three adjacent faces, okay, and the area of these three adjacent faces are A1, then A2 and A3, right? It's given that when the volume of this cuboid or rectangular block is given to you as, let's say, V is given to you as 9,000. So 9,000 centimeter cube is the volume of the given rectangular block. Now we need to find the shortest edge. Shortest edge. You know what are the edge of a cuboid? This L, B and H are the edges, right? Now the shortest, you mean to say which one is lesser, either L, either B or H. The lesser of all these three is the shortest edge. So that we need to calculate, right? Now, since we have seen these are the three adjacent faces with having area L into B, L into H and B into H. The another data as given into this question is that this A1, A2 and A3, these three areas are into the ratio 2 is to 3 is to 4, right? This is the ratio of area of adjacent faces, right? 2 is to 3 is to 4. This is the ratio of the area of these three adjacent faces, right? Now we need to find the shortest edge. This we need to find, that what is the shortest edge, right? So here what we will do, just multiply a1, a2 and a3. When you multiply a1 and a2, just multiply a1 with a2 and a3, right? Then this will give you certain values. Okay, what is that need to be found? So this is equal to L into B 2 times. So LB square into second area BH. So B into H square, right? Into the third area LH. L into H whole square, right? So all these three areas will be multiplied, and this A1 into A2, A1 into A2 into A3, basically A1 is L into B, so not a square, L into B only, and B into H and L into H, and into the second step it will be L square, B square, H square, right? L square, B square, H square, because L is coming 2 times, B is coming 2 times and H is coming 2 times, right? So A1 into A2 into A3 will be L square into B square into H square, right? And this A1 and A2 and A3 into the ratio 2 is to 3 is to 4. So we can write, if the variable is A, then this area is equal to 2A, this A2 is equal to 3A, and this A3 is equal to 4A. Why? Because these three areas into the ratio 2 is to 3 is to 4, right? Now when we will put in place of A1, when we will put 2A, it will be 2 into A in place of A1 multiplied with A2. What is the value of A2? 3A. Just put it, multiplied with A3. A3 will be, you can see, 2 is to 3 is to 4. So it will be A3 is 4A, right? So multiplied with 4A, right? So this is equal to L square into B square into H square, right? L square into B square into H square. Now when you solve it, it will be coming at 3 into 6, 3 into 2, 6, 6 into 4, 24. 24 times A cube is equal to L into B into H whole square, because L square, B square, H square is LBH whole square. And you know, LBH, length into breadth into height, is the volume of the given cuboid. So it, in place of LBH we can write V, and it will be V square equal to 24 into A cube. Now we are going to calculate the value of A. Okay, so 24 into a cube, so a cube is equal to v square. So volume is given to you, right? Volume into the question is given to you, that is 9000, right? So put the value of 9000 into the numerator, because its volume is square, divided by 24, right? And it will give you 1100 from 3 at 24 339, right? So it will be coming as 8, from 8 to 4 times 8, and 2 4 times 8 to 510 00, right? And from 4 again you cut 4500, okay, 2 to 4, and 2 to 4, 2 to 4, 510 and 0, 2250 into 3, right? So this will be coming as, the value will be, you can see over here, 2 to 4, yeah, 2250, 2250 into 3000 divided by 2. From 2 you can cut this 3000 into 1500 by 1500 times, right? 1500 times. So this will give you 225, that means 15 into 15 is 225 into 10 into 15 into 10 into 10. Why? Because this 100 is broken into 2 parts, okay? And this is equal to a cube. So a cube, a is written, when you take the cubic root and in both these sides, then the value of a will be coming as 15 15 15. So 115 will be coming out, and 10 10 10, so 110 will be coming out. The value of a is calculated as 150, right? Then what are the areas? The three areas are into the ratio 2 is to 3 is to 4. Then we can put up the value of a1. Here you can see a1 is 2 times a2 is 3 times a, and a3 is 4 times a. So we can write in place of a1 2 times a, in place of a2 3 times a, in place of a4 4 times a, right? Now all this will multiply when you put up the value of a1, right? This is equal to L into B, right? This is equal to L into B, and this L into B is equal to 2 times a, and a is 150, so 2 into 150 is 300. So the value of L into B is 300. Similarly, the value of a2 from here you can see a2 is B into H, right? As we have seen, B into H, a2. So this a2 will be coming over here as B into H, which is equal to 3 times A. So A is 150, so 3 times A will be 450, right? And A4, A3, yeah, A3. So A3 is L into H. So L into H is coming to you as 4 times a, that is 150 into 4, that is equal to 600, right? So these are the three values which you have derived. Now when you divide equation 2 by equation 3, right, if this is equation 2 and if you divide this by this, then it will be b into h divided by L into H equal to 450 by 600, right? And here H will be cancelled out and we can write B as equal to, and even 0 0 15 3 45 15 4. So B can be written as 3 by 4 times L, right? So just put up this B, the value of B, that is 3 by 4 times L over here, right? Then you get L into, in place of B, this one 3 by 4 times L. 3 by 4 times L is equal to 300, right? This will give you L square. L square and 3 will be cancelled out. This will be coming as 400 because this 4 will be going to the numerator of RHS. When you take the root into both these sides, then the value of L is arrived to you, that is 20 centimeter. So one of the edge you have calculated, that is 20 centimeter. So the value of length is calculated to you as equal to 20 centimeter, right? Now what are the other values which we are going to derive? If L is calculated as 20 centimeter, put this value of L into this equation, that is B equal to 3 by 4 times L. So here the value of B equal to 3 by 4 times L will give you 3 by 4 into, put the value of L as 20. So it is 4, 5. So the value of B is calculated as 3 into 5, which is equal to 15 centimeter. Which is equal to 15 centimeter. The value of B is calculated to you. So you can see, if we have calculated two edges from 20 centimeter and 15 centimeter, which is the smallest? The smallest is 15, right? But still the third edge is not calculated. So the value of H. So from any of these equations, you can calculate the value of H. So H is equal to, let's say take this one, L into H is 600. So that means L into H equal to 600. This will give you the value of H as 600 divided by 20, right? And this will give you the value 30. So the value of H is calculated to you as 30 centimeter. So you can see, out of these three values, L equal to 20, B equal to 15, H equal to 30 centimeter, which one of these three is the shortest one? Which one of the three is shortest one? You can easily identify. It's B equal to 15, which is the shortest one. Okay. So we can say that out of these three, the three edges are 20, 15 and 30 LBH. Okay. These are 20, this is 15, right? And this H is 30 centimeter we have calculated. So out of all these three, you can easily identify B equal to 15 centimeter. This is the shortest edge. This is the smallest edge out of all these L, B and H, right? So our answer is 15 centimeter, which is the shortest edge which we have calculated, right? Now we have solved this question completely and our answer is coming as 15, right? Our answer is coming as 15 centimeter and this is our answer, and we have calculated this and derived to our answer. So students, in this way We have solved this question, and for any query you can put up into the comment box. This is the entire solution in front of you. You can easily refer it. Okay, thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.